Hi guys, you're Billionaire Realtor here. Marsa from JM Hobby Realtor Limited. Welcome to Coral Bay Estate located in Epe. It is no news that the Dangote refinery had already been launched. The much talked about Dangote refinery. I remember around 2017, we kept on talking about the Dangote refinery, and it felt like, we were almost sounding like a broken record. The Dangote refinery is coming, and and before our eyes, we witnessed, the launch of that great monumental project, that just happened. And the beautiful thing is, it is not just a success for our nation, it is also a success for Africa as a whole, across the world. It is the largest, the biggest single train refinery in the world. I mean, a refinery that is as big as the whole of Victoria Island, you can imagine. And we get to talk about all the economic benefits in terms of what it will do to our economy as a nation. So it is no news that you should begin to picture yourself in this axis, the Lekki Epe corridor. And so Coral Bay is an affordable estate. It's one of the most affordable estate that you can get in the Epe corridor. Like I mentioned, it's just about 4 minutes drive from the popular Ketu Epe roundabout, and about 10 minutes drive, less about 12 minutes drive from the popular Epe roundabout. Okay, like I mentioned, I said it's a very affordable estate because we have selling here 500 square meter for 4 million, and we have 300 square meter for 2.4 million. Initial deposit is 500,000, and you can spread the payment over 6 months. You can spread your payment over 6 months. This is an amazing project that you should be a part of. Remember, he said, find out where the people are going and go and buy the land before they get there. If you see the analysis of how many job opportunities we have in the refinery, we're talking about 100 to 300,000 direct and indirect jobs. So you can imagine having a population like that, not to talk of having the free trade zone, the deep sea port, the proposed Lekki International Airport. There's a whole lot that if you have been in doubt that this is where the people are coming, now now that we just have the Dangote refinery launched, now that this is not it's not a hearsay, it is not gimmick, it's not a scam, it is reality. And the truth is, before you know it, land will be selling at you can imagine how much land will be selling for here. And so here is an opportunity for you to key in. A lot of people tell me, Mercy, you're always bringing things too expensive. This one is not for us. This is very affordable. I mean, compared to what we are selling in the Epe corridor, this is 4 million for 500 square meter and 2.4 million. You don't have to buy 500 square meter if you don't have the fund. You can go for 300 square meter, 2.4 million. Initial deposit is 500,000, and you can spread the balance over 6 months payment plan. Okay, this land is free from any form of government encumbrances. When you buy into this land, we're going to give you a red copy survey. What that means is you're getting a registered survey alongside your deed of assignment, transfer title document. You get allocation. As a matter of fact, today we are conducting allocation for people who bought into this essay. It's a double celebration today. We are just launching, or what we've been selling before now is the, before the launch, we are just launching the estate today, and we are also giving allocations to people that have bought. It will interest you to know that we have already sold about 60% of this land had already been sold. So that tells you people are not sleeping on the Lekki Epe axis. And here I bring you affordability right here in Coral Bay Estate to be a part of what is coming to the new Lagos. Like I always say, Lagos has a new address, and the new address is the Epe Lekki corridor. And you are the only one that are not taking opportunity of the city. And if you have bought before, buy multiple plots, because when the time for demand comes, when the scarcity comes in, you will be the one smiling to the bank, because everybody will be about, I want to buy. Who is the owner of this land? Who's the owner of this land? Then you can begin to negotiate on the negotiation table. That is if you key in now. Okay, so as you can see that we have already started, we mean business here, but already started the fencing of this estate and the gatehouse, you know, so, you know, create some form of security. Security is guaranteed in this estate. So let's go inside. So you see, I said the land is dry. So let's go and see if it is dry or not. It's actually a dry land. Okay, so we can see I'm right here inside the estate, and we can see how dry the estate is. Like I mentioned, that about 60% of this estate has been sold. So I told you that we're doing allocation today, so you could see the plot allocation. People are already being allocated. You see the allocation is still on. You see all these, you know, placards, the green and white, just there. So a whole lot of people are jumping in on the Epe Lekki because, you know, they don't want to tell the story of how they knew, you know, how, especially when we have affordable, you know, properties like this, and they missed out of it, you know, because of procrastination or because of, you know, it's not through. We all know what's happening in this region. Like we saw the launch of the Dangote refinery. We already have the deep sea port already working, and we have other monumental projects coming up in this axis, like the airport and a whole lot more coming to this axis. I mean, you don't want to tell the story of how plots were sold at affordable prices like this, and you didn't take opportunity of it. Last weekend I was speaking with one of my clients, went for inspection, and he was telling me how he bought Cow Creek for less than 30 million, you know, about 10-12 years ago. And you know, today Cow Creek is about 3 plus, within 280 to 300 million naira. And you know, he's like, at the time he bought, it wasn't even convenient for him to buy at that time. I'm talking about Cow Creek is around Spa, where you have Nikon Town. That was when he bought it. But today the land is still dead. The fact is he has not even developed it. Okay, so he's just thinking, should I go into a JV? What do I do? He bought about 800 and something. It's about almost 1,000 square meter. That's what he has. So he's just, you know, seeking for my advice. What do you think I should do here? And so here is an opportunity for you to take advantage. This is not 30 million. You know what the prices of land in Epe is selling for? This is 4 million for 500 square meter and 2.4 million for 300 square meter. I mean, the price is inclusive of, you know, your survey, and like I mentioned, you get a ready start survey and your deed of assignment, as well as your receipt and contract of sale. That's what you get once you make your initial deposit. Okay, so this is it. Give me a call to lock down multiple plots. Like I always advise, when it comes to affordable properties like this, I always advise, don't buy one plot, buy multiple plots, so that when it is time for you to begin to sell, you can decide to sell part of it to develop the other. You can decide to go for a JV like my client. You can decide to sell part of it when the price had gone up and, you know, reinvest it somewhere. You have a lot of fun, you know. At least you'll be better for it when you buy multiple plots. All right, thank you all for joining me in this video. I remain your lady billionaire realtor Mercy Gimo. If you're yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, please kindly hit the subscription button. Follow us on all our social media platforms. We have all the link down on this post. Thank you all once again, and please keep staying safe. Bye.